happens when an allegedly corrupt politician catches the eye of a celebrity who's secretly an assassin. Well, Rodney Grayson is about to find out.
But I feel it coming. Might be so sad, might leave my nose running. I just hope she don't wanna leave me. Don't you give me up, please. Don't give up on me. I belong with you.
Will she be able to do proper research without the paparazzi getting too involved? Rodney knew he had to pull out all the stops to win the upcoming election. He was getting desperate, but also didn't want to be exposed for his bribe strategies for votes. He needed to improve on his community outreach, which means he would have to spend the day convincing smelly homeless people to vote for him. They weren't too interested, especially when he would ask them for donations towards his campaign, claiming they were investing in their future. Rodney managed to get in contact with a famous influencer, and while his original plan was to use her for votes, he couldn't help but admire her mysterious nature. Mysterious as in, she went through his computer at the first opportunity, and she was hired to eliminate him at the first sign of his corruption putting people in danger. He had no idea this innocent girl in his apartment was a greater threat than any of his political competitors. Although she hated to admit it, this allegedly corrupt politician was quite charming. The young assassin went home and took a nice bath before sorting through all the info she extracted from Rodney's computer. She saw she had another urgent mission to complete ASAP. 7 kidnapped kids were suspected to be in some creep's basement, helping him run some sort of weird knitting business. She quickly grabbed a coffee and scoped out the house of this weirdo. Once things looked safe, she entered the house under the guise of being a nanny looking for work. Sure enough, all 7 missing kids were there with this weird person in a hamster suit. She had to figure out how to eliminate him without the kids seeing. The assassin knew she would have to get this perv to take the hamster suit off, at whatever means necessary, unfortunately. But she successfully completed her mission after confirming his identity as a local wanted criminal. The kids were overjoyed at being freed, knowing their captor was eliminated. After doing her victory dance, it was confirmed by law enforcement that the children were orphans and were adopted by a loving family. Miss Andromeda was not happy to run into the ghost of Mr. Perv, who she had to make out with in order to get him to take the crusty suit off. She was planning on getting turned, paparazzi or not. Unfortunately, they were absolutely eating up her night of drinking. It got to the point some famous actors' cronies were watching her, instead of devoting all of their attention to him.